Hello everyone, welcome back. So in today's video we will gonna see what is Vim editor. I'm sure you must have worked with Windows and where you have seen Microsoft WordPad or maybe Notepad or maybe any other application just to type your content or maybe whatever the content is already there, you can go and modify, you can update, you can check, right? So that we can do in the GUI mode for the Windows. But what if we need to do the same thing in the Linux, right? So in the Linux, we have something called Vim editor, right? So Vim is nothing. Vim is just a VI improved, which is a enhanced version of VI. VI is again a editor, but that was the previous version of this, and VM is the advanced version of this VI, which is something called Vim is VI improved, right? Now we will see how you can work with the Vim, right? Like if you need to edit some file, you need to modify, you need to write something, you need to delete something, or maybe you need to find, you need to replace, right? There are so many operations which we can perform on the VI improved or maybe our document, right? So simply we'll start with the very basic here and you can see. So I just enter the Vim and you can see that it is a VI improved. This is the version which is installed in our machine, right? And Vim is a open source and freely distributable. So become a registered VM user. Maybe you can just enter something for information and something that is we are not doing to do. But what we need to understand is like how we can do. So you can see if you need to exit from the VM, you need to, there are two ways, right? One is the command mode and one is the extended command mode, right? Like if I hit enter now, so I am in my extended, if I just type hello, I am here to learn Vim in my RHCSA class. Fine. Now I need to write something. So when I press escape, you can see that from the below, just keep an eye on the end of the this screen. If I am pressing the I on my keyboard, you can see I am in the insert mode, where it is allowing me, it is allowed, it is to write something, right? You can delete something, you can do anything. But when you want to save it, right? You cannot save in this mode. You need to come uh, to the that extended mode, right? So now what you need to do, you need to press the escape button and you can see that that is gone. Now shift colon and say W and it will be saved. Since here we don't have this file name, right? Because we haven't give any file name or something. So for that, what I can do is test.txt, right? And it is written. Where it is written, it will be written on the same location where we have started this, right? Now, how to come out of this Vim editor? Again, go to the extended mode, press escape and Q is the quit. And if you check here, we have this test.txt file is created, right? That was the, like if you want to open a existing file, so what you can do, you can, let's say this file for doc.txt, right? So here you can see we have so many stuff already there. So that's way that you can do and you can just go and check all this. Now come out. So that is the Vim, right? Let's see what our note says. Our note says VM is a VI improved version of VI editor and can be get by installing the package of Vim Enhance that we have already done. These are the some basic shortcut, like when we run the Vim, it will open in default command mode, right? That's what we have seen, right? Like if I just go again, so it is a default command mode where I cannot do anything, right? You can see. So to write something, you need to go to the insert mode. So press I to get to the insert mode, obviously. I am pressing I and I am insert mode, and here I can type anything. So that is our now, after writing the data, we need to get extended command mode. You can press colon on the keyboard to get into extended command mode, and then you can write it to the WQ button. Then type Q to quit the file. We can use WQ at the same time to save and exit from the same time, obviously. Press escape colon. Now W is for write and Q is for quit. And now you can see we have the new data already inserted, right? So cat command is just to display the content of your file on the screen itself, right? So this is just the basic, like how you can go and how you can type inside that file, how you can write and everything, right? But apart from that, in the Microsoft Word, right, we have taken that example. We have so many additional feature where you can replace the word, where you can find the word, where you can highlight the existing word, right? So similarly, in the Vim as well, we have all these things, right? So let's try. Let's go to this. We will gonna use Vim. So this is what, right? So first it is saying that press Y to copy the entire line. Let's say I want to copy this line, right? So I am just pressing Y and then I am pressing P. You can see, right? So once you press the Y twice, and then the moment you press P, it will gonna paste the same line, right? Let's say if you want to cut this line from here, right? So you can, what you can do, you can just go say DD, and then if you want to press this line somewhere else here, so you can see in the extended mode, press P, right? So that is how it will gonna copy and paste. So what it says, press Y to copy the entire line. It should be twice, so I will correct it. It will copy, cut, paste, delete on the line where the cursor is present. That's what we have seen, right? Press YW to copy the single word where the current cursor is. Okay, let's try that. Let's say I want to copy this something, right? So I will press YW and now I will go and paste here. Yes, that worked, right? So I just want to copy this. Instead of copying the entire line, if you want to copy this single word, you can go and you can just copy that. If we want to paste few lines at a particular line in the same file, then we can use line to copy this. Let's say we want to copy from line 2 to 4 and paste the into line 9, then we can run this. Hit enter and it will copy. Okay, so let's try. For that, we should have something called good data. So what I will do is I will just quickly, I am line 3, I am line 4, I am line 6. Okay. Now, so what it is saying is, like if you want to copy from particular, let's say I want to copy from 3 to 9, right? And I want to paste my line number is, you can see that line number is displaying at the very uh, right side on the corner, right? Below corner, you can see. Now I am at line number 10 in the column, right? So let's say I want to copy the line number 3, 4, 5, 6, and I want to paste it to the line number starting from line number 12. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to get the lines from where you want to copy till the line you copy, and 2 is 9 is where you want to paste those line, right? So let's say I'm going to insert mode because I need to go to the this one. Now line number 3, then line number 6 to line number 12, and you can see, right? Same thing you can do here as well. Just copy and go to the end of this line, get the few new lines, and you can just paste, right? So it's up to you. So that is the feature available. So I thought just to explain, but simply we use mouse only to copy and paste. But there is a feature, right? You can just copy because these are the advanced feature when you want to transfer data from one file to another file. So there it will help you. Now press P to paste the copied line. We have already understood. If you want to paste multiple line, then press the number and let's say 3 and then press P. Obviously. Let's say if I want to copy this line number 4 and I want to paste this line, let's say 5 times, 5p. You can see that, right? That's what it is saying. A is to append the text after the current position. Let's say I am just here line, right? So what I am doing is I am pressing A. And you can see next to L, it has given me automatically the insert mode, right? So that is the A. And capital A will give you the end of the line to the insert. DD is just to delete the current line. X is just to delete the cursor. DW to delete the word and it will delete the whole word where the cursor is present. Okay, let's see if I am DW. Deleted, right? Shift plus T to delete the whole line after the cursor. Let's say I just want to shift D. So you can see my cursor was at the A character and post that everything was deleted. Right? Somewhere you need to do that. So usually we use backspace or maybe delete. So you can just place your cursor wherever you want to. Let's say I just want to delete everything after L. So you can just keep your cursor at L and press Shift D. Right? So it will gonna delete everything after that. It was not in that insert mode. That is why I deleted L as well. DG to delete the all lines till the end of the line from the position. So let's say it's DG. You can see cursor was there and it has deleted every line, whatever that line, 7 8 lines that was deleted. CW is just to replace and change the word. Sometimes let's say if you have a typo, right? Let's say you want to type something uh, here, right? Like let's say I am learning the RHCSA. Here you can see it is done, right? But you can see that there is a typo, right? So what you can do, you can come and you can maybe it is a bad example, but because you can just simply remove this last two GG with the XS, right? Because X will gonna delete the current character at the cursor location. But CW will give you the, so let's say CW. You can see the entire keyword is gone, and now it has automatically landed me to the insert mode where you can. So it is just simply to replace your word, right? Similarly, CC to entire change entire line at the current position. C is to cursor from cursor to the end of the line, right? So there are few others as well you can go and you can try, right? Because this is something that you don't need to remember, like don't need to mug up, right? But there are few what you will say that the very beneficial option here, right? Which you want to know when you are working with the Linux and you are editing your document and you are doing something, right? So those are. So this is just to, if you don't have mouse, like how you can go inside your right. So let's say I'm just pressing the capital H, so you can see it is going up. I'm pressing L, it is going down. I'm pressing K. Okay, it's not working maybe. Yeah, here you can see because this is the function keyboard is due to that. No, it's not working because my keyboard is set to different stuff. Anyways, but this is something that we will not gonna use anytime, right? Okay, maybe the caps lock was on. That is was the reason. Yes. So H you can see is going left. L is moving to the right. K is moving to the up and J is moving to the down, right? Like if you your key, although we can do the same stuff with the arrow key button, right? We have four arrow left, right, up and down. But similarly, we can do with the H, L, K, J as well, right? So that is something that you can perform. Okay, if you want to move multiple lines on that, support that little advanced technique, right? 5J, so obviously 5J will give you the down, right? Let's say I want to give going down, right? 5J, you can see that. Again 5J, right? So it is giving me to this one. Similarly, if you want to go up, so you can see 2L, uh, 2K, right? So that's what that you can perform this step. Now in the special mode, we have something called visual line mode. So what visual line mode does is it will, like, you can see that. Can you see this visual line? When I'm selecting this, so it is kind of highlighting that particular content, right? That text, it is being highlighted in some kind of color. So similarly, you can do this stuff in the VI mode as well, right? Let's say here I want to shift V, and now if you move your cursor, you can see that it is getting highlighted, and then you can let's say CW or something, right? So that will be applied to the whole line, right? And what is this undo? Let's say you have accidentally delete those line and you want to get back, right? So press escape and press U. That is for undo. What is for redo? For redo, it is control R. Again, that will. And U is for undo, right? If that is not there, so I will add. Similarly, we have this visual block mode that is for control V, right? Let's say you want to just you want to highlight this way, right? You can see, right? What is the difference between Shift V? Shift V will select the entire line, right? Doesn't matter in which column you are moving your cursor. But if you go with the Control V, so it will just highlight those column which you have highlighted. So it is a kind of horizontally and vertically selection of your text. These are to save the exit. Obviously, we have understood that it is a W queue, but if you want to go from the directly from the default command mode, right? So we can press Shift GG. And let's say I am just typing here. So what you can do, Shift GG, which will save your content and exit from the file, right? So it is just an advanced option, maybe additional option, not advanced, just to get the same thing. Okay, this is the kind of default file. We have understood that, right? Every user will have some kind of that environment variables we have. Similarly, we have this file, right? If you want to set some additional properties which will be applied to this, right? So you can edit this file, right? And you can set your stuff. You can see that whatever we are doing, right? So they have set some kind of property here. You can see set ruler, show, and everything. So all these stuff they are doing this, right? Let's say I'm just saying here set number. Okay, and now I'm saying now if I go again, you can see that I it is displaying the number. So this is something that you want to apply to the across system, right? The additional settings or something, right? The color you can set. These are some kind of YAML file if you are using, right? So there you can set that okay, it is auto command mode, file type will be the YAML, set local, it is a auto indentation, the tab will use only two white space, and this is I think for the shift width you can see the number it will set, right? So all these kind of additional property which you want to set on your Vim editor whenever you use from anywhere or maybe to with any user, so those property you can set in the this and that will be visible automatically across, right? So for that, if you want to master in this all this stuff, so there is a command called Vim tutor and which will help you, right? So here you can see that it is giving you that you can go with lesson by lesson, but I have never seen that anyone is going this tutor because by the time you learn at RHCSA, right, you will be kind of very friendly with the Vim editor. You will know that okay, how you want to go to the insert mode, how you go to the append mode, right? How you can use this WQ, right? So all these things, but still there is an option. It is a very good document if you want to read how you can do. So it will very well manner explained, you can go and grab this. Okay. So apart from that, let's say if you need to deal with this where log messages, right? So you can see that there are hell lot of things here. Something is not working, something is working, or something is not working. If you want to highlight something, right? If you want to find something, right? Let's say if I'm going to Vim etc pass wd, right? You want to get something here, right? So how you can find, let's say I want to find the Ansible user here, right? So what you can do, just press the, without any escape and everything, press this forward slash and start typing your user, and it will automatically highlight where it is. If that user is more than twice, or maybe that particular keyword, right? Let's say I want to highlight the bass. You can see that bass is multiple times there. How you can navigate? You can press enter. You can see now it is a little bit green color is highlighted, and now you can see press N. So N will take you to the next keyword wherever it is. Then N again take you to the next, and now you can see that search hit bottom, continue at the top. How you can go to the top? Now you can use the shift N, capital N, and that's where it is going backward towards your search result. Similarly, if you want to replace something in your file, right? Let's say if you have multiple things and you want to replace, so let's do one thing. Let's go to the not this one. We have something called test.txt. Let's say I want to replace this RHCSA with the Linux. Okay. Now what you can do, you can press this percentage S, right? That will give you a kind of a syntax for the replace. Now what you want to replace? You want to replace this RHCSA, right? With what you want to replace? I want to replace with Linux. Where you want to replace? Globally, and hit enter. You can see that. Indeed, it has replaced the keyword whatever it is, and simply you can save and quit now. Right now, the requirement is, let's say I don't want to replace it in the across the whole stuff, right? So what you will do is you can do without this, right? So you can see if you want to replace any word string with the another, then you can this. So G is for globally means all lines. But if you do this, right, it will without percentage, it will replace in the same line. Let's try. Let's say S colon Linux, and then I want to replace with RHCSA, press G, and you can see that it has replaced only in the first line wherever your cursor was, right? This Linux is still there, right? So that is the benefit of this. Now, if you want to replace with the line like in the very first two lines or something, then you can use this way. You can define the starting line, ending line, and the same string like S, old word, keyword, new word, and globally you want to do. If you want, okay, before replacing, if you want, let's say, before replace, if you want that, okay, it should ask me whether I want to replace it or not. So what you can do, you can just say percentage S and let's say Linux to RHCSA globally, and C is just for the confirmation. You can see that replace RHCSA, yes, replace, then replace, yes, replace, and it automatically came out because there is no Linux keyword in this file, right? So it is better to see what it is replacing, and then you can give the go ahead, and then it will gonna replace it, right? So that's what. Now, sometimes we have a requirement to deal with the like multiple files to read that, maybe get the content from that file to this file, right? So what you can do is, let's say I want my uh, etc file to be read here, right? I want to read that file and add that content from here. So what you can do is you can specify that, okay, line number 8 read, and what read, etc resolve.conf, or maybe red hat release. Now you can see that. Starting from red hat line 8, what it has done, it has given me this, right? Let's say for the more specific, what I will do is I will just hit some enter here, and let's say we will start with the line number 11 now. 11 r etc resolve.com, and you can see that it has read that file and display the content from here. So it is very beneficial when you maybe you want to compare some file, or maybe when you want to add some additional content from the existing file to this new file, right? So R is just to insert text below the current cursor line, right? Let's say this one, right? So what I want, R, what I Red Hat release, and you can see that. 0R is just to insert in the beginning of line. Okay, let's try that as well. etc Red Hat release, and you can see it has added that stuff in the beginning of the line. And $R will give you at the end of your file. You can see, right? So this part explain how you can read the additional file inside a file when you are already inside a file using a Vim and you want to read that file and put that content in this file. So for that we have colon R, right? So that you can do. Now, opening multiple files with VM. In the GUI mode, obviously you have the taskbar. You can open multiple files and you can easily navigate to the different file. But what about this CLI? In the cell, if you want to open multiple files and then you want to navigate to those files, is it possible or not? Yes, it is possible. Since we started this class with what? With Vim and improved, right? So that is the reason it is allowing us. Let's say I want to open this test. I want to open this resolve.conf, and I want to open this Red Hat release. Now it has opened. But now you can ask me, but this is the same file, right? But you mentioned that it gonna open multiple files. Yes, it has opened multiple files because it follows this sequence. It follows this file, then and then, right? But how you make sure that which file it is opened, right? So for that, if you want to go with the next file, right? So what you need to do, you can press colon and you can here next. Now you can see this is the next file. This is how you can navigate, right? Like in the uh, Windows, right? You have that option at below. You can click and you can open this. You can click and you can open the second. But in the GUI, if you open multiple files, so you can use this next keyword. And now I am in the third file, which is the etc. If you want to go back, just say previous. Again, you want to say previous, right? So that's how that you can go with this, right? So that's what it is saying. And one more thing, if you want to see, okay, how many files are there, so you can see args, right? So what arguments you have passed to this VI editor. So you can see that whatever the file is enclosed with this square brackets, that is the current file, right? Let me show you again. If I want to see next, and if I just say arg, so you can see that now I am inside this file, right? That's how that you can open multiple files. And want to close, just simply close. It will gonna close only the this. So close will work in the split window. Here you can just simply quit from the all files. So all three files will be quitted, right? Now if you want to open this file in the same window, right? You want to open in that, like you want to split your screen so that you have all these files opened in one go. So what you can do, just open one more again. Now you have that. So now I am gonna just say split. Now you can see this is the test.txt and this is the test.txt. So it has opened the same file. One second. What it is saying? Let's do. Okay. We can open new file from the Vim open edit. That's what we have already seen, right? It will open that in the test.txt. That's how that we worked. And we can split our screen with the horizontally with the split another file name. It will open the both file at the same time. Use vsplit to open the file vertically. Great. Now let's say I have opened this file and I want to open the resolve.conf at the same time. So what you can do, you can say split and you can give your file name. Now you can see it has opened the file in the vertically splitted my screen, and then it has opened the file on the top, that resolve.conf, and below we have the text. Now you can see if I am trying to insert, so it's gonna write in the first file. How you can navigate, right? It is not something that Windows or you can simply click here, so it will, the cursor will come here. No. How you can do for that, you want to need some additional toggle. You need to toggle, right? You need to go and jump from first screen to second screen. So how you can to toggle, control W and then H for the left arrow means move to the left pane, L for the right pane, K for the uh, uh, top pane, and J for the bottom. Remember these keyword we have. So same way, right? Only the thing is you just need to say I want to toggle, right? So you can just say control W and then you can say J. Okay, 1 second. It will gonna work in the uh, extended mode, not this one. So etc resolve.conf. Right now control W J, and you can see my cursor came to the this one, and now here I can write. Now you can just say write, it will gonna write, and if you want to close only this file, just say close. That file is closed and now you are in only one file and you can quit it. So that's how that you can split your screen. So that was in vertical, and if you want to do in horizontally, how you can do, you can open this again, and now if you say we split etc resolve.conf, and now you can see that, right? It has opened side by side. Similarly, if you want to jump to that this test.txt, what you need to do? You need to press Control W and then L, and now you can see that your cursor is in second window. Here you can just do, you can write or quit or maybe just close to the same window, right? So this is something that you need to know if you have some additional requirement to work with the multiple files or something, right? But we have that Vim tutor which I have already told you that you can go and add. These are some basic stuff which you can just say, okay, how you can go and you can use this, right? All this stuff and everything. But you don't need to remember all this. I'm not saying go and just mug up all these shortcuts and everything. No, that's what I mentioned, right? By the time you will end with the last class, we will already know that these basics command, how you can navigate to file, how you can copy and paste, how you can open your file, how you can modify your file, how you can replace your keyword, right? How you can uh, maybe set all these additional properties and everything, right? So this is not something in one day you will gonna learn. No, this is something that by the time you work, you will spend your time on keyboard, you will come to know, okay, which keyword is doing what, and that will help you with all these stuff. All right. So I think we are on the time, and that is something that I wanted to share with this Vim editor class. I don't think that we have any labs for this, but let's have a quick check. Yeah, there is no lab, but for the grep we have. So grep maybe we will discuss. Okay, for grep we don't have. Maybe in the cell variable it will be this, yeah. So we will see that how you can do all this stuff. Okay, so I think we are on time and we are good with our lecture today. So I hope you like this stuff. So just a small request, if you uh, want multiple sessions on all these, or maybe additional stuff if you want to me include, so just leave a comment here. And if you have not subscribed my channel, so I would request just do it and hit that bell icon as well, and share these stuff with your college friends, with your freshers, or maybe even you are already working, right? So there is no harm to refresh your basics, right? So I would happy to learn from you as well if you have any suggestions for me. So yes, so going forward we'll see how we will go and ahead with all these stuff. All right, so that's it for the day. I will meet you in the next video. Thank you. Bye bye.